And I'm journeying again to the southeast because my save was a little bit further back than I thought it was, but I've discovered these two tents. So I'm going to go in. I feel strange vibrations in the air here, said Owen. This place is unlike the others we have seen. Perhaps we should look around. It's just got some mana. I don't care about that because we're going to run into plenty of that. Let's try this one. And there's nothing. Well, that was really fun. Okay, we're going to continue on then. And I stumbled on a Penath Tianden. Quickly dispatch him. This is again still on my journey back to the southeast, so I'm getting a little bit of content that I missed, so it's not all bad, right? Meanwhile, I'm gonna have Pug join the fray, even though I know better. Come on, guys. Get him. Come on. There you go. I would have felt very foolish if I had repeated my previous performance, but I did not. So there you go. We got some rations. We'll have more rations than we can shake a stick at later, so, well, fine. Take that. And as Pug... Yeah. We might as well take that. No, just 4. There. Okay. Okay. I should be getting close to the first treasure cache hoard. Right? Isn't it somewhere very close? I think I see it. That's it there. Okay, excellent. So I'll be picking this up and not using the cup. Good to know, I guess, if you're ever playing this game. And if I don't know why you would, because we're in Chapter 8. We're nearly done, and it kind of spoils things. But don't use the cup after you learn this spell. It's not a good idea. Don't do it. That's an interesting thing. I actually have reached the second cache, and I've been looting the mana shards here. The scroll isn't there. So I'm wondering if that's like the game's saying, no, really, you shouldn't use the cup. I don't know. Maybe I accidentally dumped it. I don't understand, but that's... Wait a minute. Did you loot it? How did you do... What? How... What's going on? I did not loot that, though. And I definitely used it. I'm so confused. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't use it. I traded it to... Yeah, okay. I just have a terrible memory. How about we give you one of these? So then I'll read it. Oh, wait, no, he does know it. So what... Oh, my goodness. So now Pug knows it, but it's not on his... It's not life drain, though. Isn't it called strength drain? Maybe that's it, and I'm just an idiot. I don't know. Just covered all that terrain for nothing. Well, anywho. If we learned anything, we learned that I am easily confused. We're going to continue on. I think that there's not much else that we really need to do at this point. There's a little tent there, so we'll check that out together, I suppose. But other than that, we can just go ahead and head over to the cave. Gorath approached the strange dwelling. Head tilted slightly to one side, he stared intently at the ground, listening, his eyes darting back and forth like a fish in a bowl. At last he raised his head. I cannot be certain, but I have a strong feeling we will be very unwelcome visitors here. That's probably a scouting check, so I don't really know if I care to go in. Fine. Let's go ahead. Yeah. We'll take a little bit of damage. These guys are not a threat, though. We've had that before, I'm pretty sure, actually. Where either Gorath or... Usually Gorath, but sometimes Owen might have caught on that there's somebody in there. Oh, that's not what I intended to do. I'm so used to having a party of 2. Oh, well. I'm gonna not risk it. Actually, not have pug die a horrible, untimely death. There we go. Alright. Let's see if there's anything of worth on these guys. There's some rations. We have plenty. That's fine. I'm not even going to bother checking them. Okay, we're going to continue over towards the cave that sucks. It actually should be clear, if I'm not mistaken, because we cleared it. Oh. Let's see. Nope. Let's see if there's any mana on this. Oh, perfect. And actually, I would like to give that to you. That'll do. Alright. Actually, let's look at the map here. Yeah, we're getting close. There's another hut. God, I think I possibly have been here. Yes, I have been here. Okay, so we're just going to beeline for the cave. Kind of. This is more of a C line or maybe a D line. Maybe it's an F line. Like effing controller. Was that a joke? I don't really think so. I don't know what that was. Let's go straight forward here. I think it's by... Oh, it's this bridge over here. That's right. Go over the bridge. Then over here. Yep, there we go. I'm going to camp real quick. And we're going to save the game. So I'm a filthy casual. Save scumming my way through. Okay, so this is not mapped. Oh, so we are going to have to fight everything again because I didn't save the game. Well, one thing we did learn is that it's full of these guys. These guys are terrible. So, God. Tempted to just... This is... Yeah, it is strength drain. But it said life drain in the... I discovered a bug in Betrayal at Krondor. It's a little bit annoying. But anyways, I didn't think I had a spell, though, called Life Drain prior to that point. I'm just trying to figure out how to mess with these guys a little bit. I have not used Danon's Delusions. I want to mess with that. I'm sure I'll walk right into it. Yeah, why not? I don't think that'll damage us, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and charge on it. Oh my. Gorhath, you're an animal. Oh, gee. Which one? Oh, it's Pug's turn. Yeah, good man. Now, that's interesting that he was able to cast a spell. Right? Am I right about that? That's interesting. How do you do that? How did he do it? How did he? Riddle me this, viewer. I wonder what that's about. I thought the whole point of these guys was that they're not able to use their magic, thus making them ridiculously easy to kill. Yeah. Astute observations happening over here. Lots of real deep theory craft happening. That's a dead end. Why did I go to the end of the dead end? Based on the name, I think that kind of behavior could kill me. Oh my god. Don't do it again. Oh no, there's nothing. I thought that there was a side path there. I don't recall there being anything really that interesting here. Other than an encounter that we couldn't win. Weep. But I'm gonna cruise through just to make sure. Could be some zesty spell that I forgot about. I don't know. Damn, I don't know, man. Shit. I'm getting all salty about it for some reason. Okay, wait, stop. Oh, what? Where am I? Whose pants are these? I want to go to the right. There we go. And I'll just skip that little spur there. I get the feeling that most of these are dead ends. Wow, I turned away and then I immediately forgot which way I was going. Oh, hey, I have torches, right? I have one of these. Zap. Some rocks. That was fun. I actually like using this way more than the torch, because that made me feel like a total badass. Okay, so this is kind of annoying. Only reason I'm going down those is just to note on my map that I went down them. So that should I return. There we go. These dorks. They do nothing. How is that happening? How are they able to cast? That's clearly a spell. They're sticking their crotches out like they're casting a spell, right? That's how that works. I am not a magician. Let that be known. Alright, this is gonna clean house. Go get him. These guys are extremely annoying in Midkemia, though. Midkemia. So I'm kind of glad that we get to deal with them like this. Yes, very good. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, not bad. I'm not even going to bother searching them. I don't think that there was anything of interest on them anyhow. No, I am going to search them. I can't help it. No, I'm not going to search them. Okay. Actually, I think that the encounter that we had to face is coming up here, so... should be winding things up here, I bet. With this little dungeon. Aha! Wait, is this the entrance? So it is! Yeah. I'm dumb. Little known facts. I'm kinda dumb. Man. I mean, following standard RPG logic, it should be in the back of the dungeon. Which is right here, I think. Yeah, and that looks like it. I don't want to go through the door. I want to go... The wind elemental. Okay, so let's save that. Fantastic. The creature turned to attack. For a moment, Pug froze, whispering, "Kamina." Though the confrontation would be difficult, this was a moment long waited for. These bastards, subservients of Makala, must die. Okay. I guess. So strength drain. Drains strength from victim and gives to caster. I need a line of sight on this, unfortunately. So... oh, I can get this guy, though. Oh, it's that spell! Oh, and it immediately kills them. That's hilarious. Is that considered a line of sight? I don't know. Oh wait, that was not where I wanted to move, though. Well, at least Owen has a shot here. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, that spell wrecked me before. And I can't cast now. That's really annoying, actually. Shit. Okay, we can do this now. As long as that hits. Oh, it didn't kill him, though. I call bullshit. Gorath really needs to have some restoratives. Oh, fuck. I think that's going to be it for him. That's so annoying. And it's kind of funny that the game is doing this, to be honest with you. Because it's like, oh, well, I don't have any other use for these, and I clicked the wrong spell. I'm going to have to redo this battle anyways. Let me see if I can even take this guy out. That's so weird. I wonder why this guy's not dying. Maybe this is not all very straightforward. I could have used my spells actually, like, to reposition and stuff. Oh, I don't like that. See if we can still do this, though. Get him. It's, yeah, like, why did that one die so quickly? Okay, well, we got that one. Maybe it's just like a random chance that it'll kill him. I don't know. Drink up. This could be tricky. Oh, wait, no, it won't. They can't attack me. Why am I bothering? Oh, although I do need the points to be able to cast spells. Did I lose my turn? Thank God. Okay. Lessons learned. Mistakes were made. Might as well just... Oh, he gets to cast now. Kind of a shame about Gorath, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. Do an evil seek just gratuitously. Yeah. What other spells have we not used to their full effect? That's weird. I think Owen normally has more spells than this. Oh, wait, what's the big... Oh, he's his staff. His stuff. His stuff. Yeah, that's tricky. That's tricky. How about spare thy eyes, our old friend. I like that one. The way that I understand how that spell works is that it makes you secrete some kind of goo that sprites like to eat, and then they eat you. I don't get it. Well, anywho. I'm the man in a box. She lives. Makala has many blessings to count. Gorath, see if you can do something about the cage. Is it a steel cage? The only way to deal with that is you gotta climb out. Cover your head and stand back. Smash! Nicely done! Pug took Gamina into his arms. Eyes glistening with relieved tears, he hugged the girl tight to his chest, and for a long moment he simply held her, his head resting in her silver-white mane of hair, while he mulled through recent events. At last, he slipped a finger beneath her chin, gently lifted, and allowed his gaze to lock with hers, as they initiated the special mind speech that had been Gamina's gift since birth. He was lying, Father, all that time, Gamina thought. Even when he brought me here, he was trying to get you away from Krondor. I know, Pug thought in return, pushing a straight wisp of her hair into place. I shall have to see you better guarded in the future. I had always supposed that your gifts would keep you safe from harm, but I see my pride in you sometimes borders on the dangerously arrogant. We must be more careful, agreed? Agreed. Again, she hugged herself to him. Feeling her faint nod, he released her and kissed her forehead, looked to where Owen and Gorath stood, even though Gorath's kind of dead, at the cave mouth. Curiously, the squire was bent double, his face buried in his hands, and as he shook with violent coughs. Oh, this place makes you sick, doesn't it? Right? I'm okay, Owen wheezed. Which is really what you can end all of his sentences with. Waving his hands, occasionally stealing glances at Gamina. Really, I'll be fine. Oh, I get it. Never mind. Yeah, that's not... He's not sick. If anything, he's love sick. See what I did there? Pug smiled. The boy's theatrics were poor, but it was manifestly obvious he wished an introduction before his lungs collapsed. Gamina... Oh, wait. Gamina... This hacking young ruffian... What is this, Shadowrun? This hacking young ruffian is Squire Owen Belfort of Tyburn. Both he and Gorath have been instrumental in helping find you. Perhaps we should have them down to Stardock for dinner someday. Stardock? Owen's performance faltered at the mention of Pug's Academy of Magic. Realizing his lapse, he coughed tentatively into his hand. You mean the Stardock? None other, Pug frowned as he drew out a small, multifaceted stone from the folds of his robe. This special pattern stone should take us there, okay. But we have to drop off Gamina before we attend to our business. We will go to join Prince Arutha, Gorath asked. No, Pug replied, clapping his hands overhead. We go to Sutherland. Mad God's Rage, Chapter 9. Locklear's eyes hardened. At some level, he wanted to believe he'd seen something in the instant of the gate's collapse. It was irrational, no doubt a vision he had conjured for himself to soften the blow of Patris's death. No! Oh yeah, that's right, I remember that now. How do we know he's dead, though? I mean, I didn't take that to mean that he was dead. As a man who had stood against many armies, Locklear knew all too well about last-second visions seen on the battlefield. There was absolutely no chance that Patris could have survived the blast. None. Again, he got eaten by a vagina monster or something. I don't get it. By some agency beyond his control, he turned back the melancholy that threatened to overtake him. Rationality brooking his grief for the lost magician. There was still an army to contend with, still Mordell to slay, still a kingdom to defend. There would be time for grieving when it was finished. Such a dumb way to die, Locklear said. I can't really imagine him saying that, biting off the words bitterly. Senor James nodded. He died a good death, Locky. I wouldn't have wished for him to go, but he died to save others. You say that all the time, James, but there's no good way to die. They're all bad. James stared at his old friend and saw the coldness that glimmered in Locklear's gaze. He had come to know that look over the years, an expression that had first manifested itself at the Battle of Armengar years before, when Locklear's girlfriend, Brianwyn, had been slain by a troll. A bit of Locky had died then, and in that place had grown the seed that had bloomed into a deadly and superior knight. But in all that time, he had never forgiven himself for letting the girl die. You're not mad Patris is dead, James said finally. You're angry that you didn't die in his place. Locklear's eyes flashed protest, but suddenly he reached for his sword as three flashes appeared in the woods. Spellweavers! There he goes again! Locklear shouted. Zap! Disliking the fact that they would be at a disadvantage against a magical opponent without Patris, James steeled himself as he grabbed for his weapon. Very slowly. Here we go again. Damn it. Having a little bit of glitching with the animations here. Come on. Do it. Ah, there we go. Stay your swords, senors. I believe it is still considered rude in the kingdom to skewer your friends. Depends on who you ask. You're really not good for me. You know, sometimes it's best to stay friends. Duke Pug, never have I been half so relieved to see a friendly face. We were expecting more elf magicians. Serani magicians, James, or rather magicians trained by a Serani. No Moradel witch would have the capability to make a rift machine, nor would they chance going into this. So silly, I'm sorry, I can't think of a better voice for him. Nor would they chance going into battle with such poor odds of success.
I should still like to know how exactly it was that Delicon managed to make contact with Makala. I had hoped that the Moradel would be wary of another such attack following the defeat of Mermandamus 10 years ago.
Prince Arutha said they hope to find Mermandamus and free him. The Moradel are convinced we've been holding him captive all these long years.
So Gorath has told me. Doubtless Makala exploited that belief to his advantage. That at least explains one wrinkle. The Moradel have never forgiven us for that loss.
But why is Makala doing all this? Obviously he isn't in this to rescue a dead Moradel leader.
For the moment I believe I know, but I don't wish to say until I have taken a better look at something. This last problem I will have to unravel myself, with some assistance from Gorath and Owen. From here, I think we will be able to teleport into the caverns beneath Sethanen. It is there our objective lies.
Ooh, what a Locklear and myself.
Once Prince Arutha arrives with his reinforcements, deliver my assurance that he will not face anything magical from the Moradel. If Makala indeed has assistance, they will be uninterested in the prince. They will be waiting for me.
Okay, I probably should come up with a better voice for him because clearly he's going to feature very prominently in the upcoming chapter. If you have any recommendations, I guess I'm all ears, but I might just come up with something on my own before this gets uploaded and then just go with that. So, until then, till we see each other next in the bowels of Sethanen, this has been Effing Controller playing Betrayal at Krondor. I'll see you guys later.